Mom guilt versus mom goals. You can love your kids deeply and still want more. Welcome back to this podcast. If you're listening to this while folding laundry, sitting in the car, after drop off, or stealing 5 quiet minutes before the house wakes up, this episode is for you. Today we're talking about something almost no one admits out loud: the tug-of-war between mom guilt and mom goals. Because two things can be true at the same time. You can be a devoted, loving mother and still have dreams that stretch beyond the walls of your home. And that does not make you selfish. It makes you human. The guilt we don't post about. Let's start here. Mom guilt doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it's quiet. It sounds like, I should be doing more. I'm missing too much. Am I choosing my business over my kids? For me, guilt showed up in moments I didn't expect: missing a school event because of a deadline, answering emails after bedtime because being physically present but mentally elsewhere. And here's the part no one tells you. Even when you're doing your absolute best, guilt still finds a seat at the table. Because motherhood comes with an impossible standard. Be present, be ambitious, be nurturing, be successful, and somehow never feel torn. That standard is unrealistic, and honestly, it's unfair. We hear the phrase all the time: you'll never get these moments back. And while that's true, it's also incomplete, because here's the other side of the story. Our kids are not just watching where we are, they're watching how we live. They notice when we keep promises to ourselves. They notice when we work through hard things instead of giving up. They notice when we build something from nothing. Yes, I've missed moments, but I've also modeled a way of life, courage, ownership, what it looks like to start scared and keep going anyway. And that matters. Sometimes the lesson isn't mom was always there. Sometimes it's mom showed up, mom showed me what's possible. Letting go of perfection. Let me say this clearly. There is no such thing as a perfect balance. Some weeks, your kids get more of you. Some weeks, your business does. And balance isn't about keeping the scale even. It's about knowing when to shift the weight. I had to let go of the idea that doing both meant doing both perfectly, because perfection is exhausting and it keeps women stuck. Good enough is powerful. Showing up imperfectly is still showing up, and consistently matters more than flawlessness. Your kids don't need a perfect mom. They need a real one. One of the biggest mindset shifts for me was this: entrepreneurship isn't something I do despite being a mom. It's something I do as a mom. My kids are learning resilience by watching me pivot. They're learning problem solving by seeing me figure things out in real time. They're learning confidence by watching me advocate for myself and my work. They see the late nights, but they also see the wins. They see the setbacks and the comebacks. And one day, when life gets hard for them, they'll remember this version of me. The one who didn't quit when it was uncomfortable. The one who built something with purpose. The one who believed there was more and went after it. For the moms who feel torn, if you're listening to this and feeling conflicted, I want you to hear this clearly. Wanting more does not mean you love your kids less. Building a dream does not make you absent. Choosing yourself does not make you selfish. You're allowed to grow. You're allowed to evolve. You're allowed to want life that feels full for you, not just everyone else. And guilt does not get to make your decisions. Purpose can coexist with motherhood. Ambition can live in the same house as love. So today, instead of asking, what am I sacrificing? Try asking, what am I teaching? Because one day your kids won't remember every missed moment, but they will remember the example you set. And the example might just change their lives. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing growth, even when it's complicated. And if this episode resonated with you, share it with another mom who needs permission to dream out loud. I'll see you in the next episode.